Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today we are finally going to share our new and updated Meet Our System. Shortly, I am Zander. I'm going to do this video today, and hopefully I'm going to be able to do it as good as my husband did the last one. So let's get started. So first of all, we have been diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder officially in 2019 following a long hospital stay where after being out of hospital, a clinician referred us to a specialist who specializes in trauma and dissociative disorders. We might record a video in the future regarding our diagnosis, how we got it, what led up to it, but it's been quite a traumatic time with everything going on. So we might not, or we might take a long time until we do this. Just so you know, that's why we haven't really talked about it. Now to the name of our system. Overall, we only chose to use a name for referring to our system to create a YouTube channel and an Instagram. We thought it would be a little hard if we share our journey and we want to record videos and sharing our experiences when we do not really have a way to refer to us overall. So we chose to look for a name and we came up with the pizza system. When I say we came up, it was actually the body's fiance. She is a wonderful person. She is not my fiance. I have a husband within our system. It's an inner system relationship, but she is the fiance to some of our alters. She is a friend, a best friend to some alters, a caretaker, and some alters in our system don't like her. So there are many relationships to her. But she was actually the one who suggested the pizza system to us. The meaning being that the dough of the pizza resembles our body, our mind, and the toppings resemble different altars and slices all the different parts of us, our life, but everything and all comes together to one. So we do tend to get a lot of questions regarding where we come from. Things like, oh, I didn't know you can speak German, or why can you speak English if you're from Germany? This system's body is born in Germany, we've been raised in Germany, and we still live in Germany. So we, like, our mother tongue is German. All the English that we can speak is from school, as well as we used to and still watch most of our things in English with English subtitles if we do not really understand things. We read a few things in English, but mostly we watch and listen to things in English. We do have a few alters in our system that only speak English, or mainly speak English, which are Taylor and Drew. I thought a little about sharing why Drew might only speak English, which is that Drew is actually a fictive. He is based on a source, and at that time where we think he might have been created, that source was only available in English. So that might be why. thought about sharing. We also have like a whole thing with notes to not forget things, hopefully. As of now, our system has around 20 plus altars, 20 plus, or around those count of altars. There might also always be altars that are not accessible to everyone, altars that not every part of us is allowed to know, altars that I might not even know, or altars that might not exist at the moment, or that have been dormant for a while. So keep that in mind. I'm just going through a little list. I'll read you their names. And a few of them we are going to talk a little more in depth in later. The others I'm just gonna say. So we have Isa, Is, Vivi, Drew, Sky, Joey, who is little and trauma holder, Taylor, Ink or Broken Dreams, who has already made a Meet the Altars, Akuma, who is male and he is the gatekeeper in our system. He's my husband and I love him very much. He's a very caring person. We got Zander, who is I. I am Zander. Hello. You might know me as Jake, but I have recently, it's not that recent, but I've recently integrated with another split. Now, like, the name Jake doesn't really fit anymore, so I was looking for a new one, and I decided to go with Zander. I'm male. Akuma and I are quite a bit older, more on the like 30, 32-year-old base. So we are always quite a bit older than the body is. We got Jesse Slay, who is a non-human alter. He is an animal alter, a cat, and he is also a trauma holder. We got Flip and Sunny. Flip, you've already seen quite a bit. Flip and Sunny are littles in our system. They are two little girls, and Flip is a huge dinosaur fanatic, and Sunny's just a cute little fella. As you can see in the background, we have our little, this is our system journal. We might talk a bit about that in the future. But it has dinosaurs on top to honor our little girl. She loves dinosaurs, and Isa also still loves them. Not as much as Flip does, but she still likes them. We have Ray, who is a little and trauma holder. Shaya, who's also a trauma holder. We got Eden, who is a ghost alter. He's also a little. He's a little boy. We got Jolly, who has done a Meet the Altars before. She's a non-human alter. Not quite sure what she is, but she's not from this world. I say she. She likes to be referred to as she. She doesn't identify with being any gender though. And we got Spirit. Spirit, we wanted to share because it's kind of important to have that in mind, but she is an alternate system that does not know our diagnosis. She does not know we have dissociative identity disorder. She is stuck in the years before we got our diagnosis, 2018, and part of the stay in hospital. So she holds a ton of trauma, and we just wanted to share who she is, just so you guys keep in mind that there can be alters that do not know about being diagnosed with certain disorders or anything. You might have realized that I didn't say quite a bit about each of the altars that I've read the names of, but that is because the altars that are shown on our intro are not every altar within our system, but those are the altars that you're probably going to see on a regular basis. So I'm going to blend in a picture of them and talk a bit about them. Got Jessie, who is female. She is around the body's age, and she is... I'm trying to film a video. Could you... And she is a sexual protector. We got Is, who's also female, around the body's age, and she identifies with the body's appearance, and overall most with, out of every altar, is with the body. She is a soother and caretaker, and at the moment she runs quite frequently. I wanted to say or note that just because she identifies most out of all of us with the body does not mean that she is the original altar, the original part. It is just that at the time that she was created, there was nobody taking care of the body. There was a lot of harm done, there was a lot of hate going on, and you have to have someone taking care of you physically as well. Like, even if you're mentally unwell, you still have to take care of your physical health, and nobody did that. Nobody looked after us. So that's kind of her role. We got Drew, who you know. He's quite a funny fella. He is male, or I think he's a little younger than we are. Hello. And at the moment, he is not a protector anymore to be able to focus on himself and heal. But just because you're not a protector anymore, you're still important. And you are loved, and you're still important for the system. Good. Then we have Isa. She is female. She does age slide. You might have, I think we have shared a few videos, and I think she has also talked about it. She is a co-host and a trauma holder. The reason I say co-host is that our system doesn't really have a host. We have times where one altar is fronting quite a bit, but that usually tends to end pretty quickly. And could you please go away? Thank you. Hello. I'm sorry. He's being a nuisance right now. Where was I? Co-host. Also, our system experiences a lot of switching, so throughout the day, when we aren't really like front stuck, there's quite a bit of switching going on. Not really, like, that makes it quite hard to tell who is out the most, to somehow be able to identify a host. But that's okay. Okay, we got Vivi, who has been out of dormancy now. She did split into Vivi, who you've probably met. So she split in Vivi and Vivi. We have Taylor, who's female. She is always 2 to 4 years older than the body. And she is a trauma holder. She is a persecutor protector, which she is trying to get away from being harmful towards the body. And we have Sky. Sky identifies with being male. He is a persecutor protector, and he likes to share his view on everything as well, so he deserves to be part of this. Just because he's a persecutor protector doesn't mean that he is not allowed to share his opinion. Did I miss anything? Yes, I did. So the goal of our channel is to raise awareness about dissociative identity disorder, what it's like living with DID, its symptoms, and comorbid disorders. We share our experience and our experience only. We don't really go into a lot of the educational stuff, mainly because there are quite a few channels already doing that, so we don't want to take that away. Yeah, but keep in mind that every system is different, that your system might be different, that the systems you know might be different, but that is because every system is different. It might be the same survival mechanism that caused us to develop DID, but we all are from different environments, different backgrounds. We have made different experiences throughout our lives and different influences, and all of that has or plays a role in how a system is, how they feel, their journey, and everything. As I mentioned earlier, we are engaged at the moment to our fiancée, Lexi. We have known her for over 10 years. She has gone through a ton of us, through all our diagnosis processes, to being diagnosed with DID, coming to terms with DID, and learning and trying to live with it. We hope to move together soon, but moving together is quite hard if you are still in school, learning to become, like, she is still in her Ausbildung. I'm not quite sure, I forgot the word in English, but she's like learning to become something like a words just hard. And we are on disability support. We are labeled as severely disabled due to quite a few things, not just DID, but due to some symptoms and other struggles that we face. And as you have seen throughout the video, we also have a cat. He is called Oime. He was called Pablo to honor our little llama friend that you've probably met. But he is being, like, the way he's acting, his personality, he's just an Oime. It's hard to describe what it means in English. You might look it up. Maybe I'm able to find a little thing and just blend it in, but it's hard to describe, really. It's really hard to describe. But yeah, we hope you learn a bit more about our system. We hope you accompany us on our journey. Remember that you're loved. Take care of yourselves, and see you the next time, hopefully. Goodbye.